time and space means nothing because I've got onto that frequency. And so you and I can communicate. We're connected.
This is so important because, hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reese. I'm the founder of Yes Supply, and I'm a mindset and abundance coach. And I'm actually going to be reacting to one of my favorite coaches, a total legend in the manifestation space and star of The Secret, Bob Proctor. So we just pulled up a random video from Bob Proctor on how to access universal intelligence, which is such a cool topic. So I'm going to watch it and then just share my opinion. So if you love videos on coaching techniques, on the subconscious mind, on manifestation, then make sure to like below and subscribe to my channel for more.
We are building a picture in our mind here. This is an idea. We could say it's a goal. Then we impress that idea upon this part of our personality. That's the idea in our mind. Now, what we've got to understand is that this part of our mind, the subjective mind, is actually universal intelligence. And this really
So Bob is such an incredible teacher, and I've learned so much from him on the subconscious mind. I remember he was actually one of the first people I ever heard talking about the subconscious mind. And here, you know, he's talking about you have an idea and then you're impressing it on the subconscious mind. And one thing that I learned from Bob is to impress the subconscious mind using repetition. So using auto-suggestion, you know, saying things positively to yourself, repetition, and also just going out and living it and being it, which I absolutely love. And another thing that you can do, or some other things that you can do as well, is hypnosis. That helps you to impress things on the subconscious mind as well. Anything that has an emotional impact, so tying emotion into what your visualization is, can also help you impress things into the subconscious mind. So just wanted to add that.
the way it is. When you press the idea upon your subconscious,
I also just love seeing Bob using the iPad. I think I was watching when he first got his iPad introduced, and he was playing around with it and getting used to it. So it's so cool to see him using this technology.
Mind, you are universally everywhere. Now, to help you think of that, well, here's a phone.
So when he's saying that when you impress the subconscious mind, you're universally everywhere, what he's essentially saying is energy is omnipresent, omnipotent, it's everywhere. So even though it seems like I'm separate than you because I'm in Toronto and you are where you are, or that's separate than me, on the energetic level or on the quantum level, everything is already connected, everything is one, there is no time. Communication and information transfers faster than that, speed of light.
Let's suppose you're in, Buenos Aires, and I'm right here in North America, Toronto, and I dial your number. I've got you on the phone. Time and space means nothing because I've got onto that frequency. And so you and I can communicate. We're connected. One person's in Buenos Aires, or you could say Singapore, you could say Shanghai, and another one is in New York or in Toronto, but they're connected. Why? The time and space means nothing because you're dealing with energy and you're dealing with laws. Now, when you impress this idea upon the subconscious mind is universal intelligence. And everything, anywhere in the universe that's in harmony, that is a frequency. Understand that. That idea is a frequency. It's operating on a frequency. And so everything that's in harmony with it begins to move toward it.
This is so important because We can make a decision, and if we're in a positive frequency and a positive energy, we'll get a more positive outcome. Whereas we can make the same decision, but be making that decision from fear or scarcity or lack, and it will often manifest a negative outcome. So when we're making an important decision, we want to make sure we're not making it just out of habit or out of what we've always done, but we want to be really conscious about that decision that we're making. Ask yourself, what energy am I in? Am I making it because I want to move towards something and I'm feeling abundant about it? Or am I making this decision because of fear and I'm running away from something? That's actually going to help you know if you're making the right decision. A lot of people ask, how do I know if I'm making the right decision? Any decision can be the right one when you're making it from the right place and when you're making it in the right energy, because you're going to attract what's on that frequency.
Because in harmonious vibration, you attract it. Now, throw a slide up, Scott. Look here for a moment. Soren Kierkegaard wrote something really great on intuition. He said, listen. You got to listen. You listen with your emotions. We can only get in touch with our own source of intuition and wisdom.
And also, if you want to learn more about becoming a six-figure coach, head to the link down below and sign up for my 5 shifts of a six-figure coach masterclass. I go into creating a signature program, how to attract your dream clients, how to know who you want to be as a coach, and how to stand out in the coaching world. I love that too, because what's the right decision for someone else might be the wrong decision for you. I saw on social media yesterday, someone posted something like, if you're feeling the nudge to have another kid, just do it. And it's like, okay, like having babies is wonderful and great, but someone shouldn't make the decision to bring a whole human life into the world just because of one social media post, because there's so many other things to think about too, like, money, and do you have the capacity and time and your partner and so many different things, right? So we can only get in touch with our own source of intuition and wisdom. It's so important to look inwards when we're making these decisions.
When we no longer depend upon others' opinions for our sense of identity or worth. We all tend to worship something. The question is, will we worship the God of opinion or the God of our heart? I found I had less and less to say until finally I became silent and began to listen. I discovered in the silence the voice of God. Now look at
This is important too, because everyone is going to have an opinion. And oftentimes people's opinions, they're not coming from your best interest. Sometimes it's coming from their own insecurity too. So something actually happened to me this morning where I posted something on social media and someone reached out saying how they didn't like that I posted on social media. And rather than just ignoring it, I actually had a conversation with them. And what happened, or what I came to find out was, and what they told me was, they were dealing with a deep insecurity. And so when I posted about it, it unearthed that insecurity. And when they were sending me a message saying, hey, I didn't like that you posted it, it wasn't actually about me posting something. It was about their insecurity around that thing. And we had a great discussion in the DMs, and they came to this realization of, doing the mindset work around whatever it is that they're feeling. And so oftentimes when people are saying, you should do this or you should do that, it's really important to take a step back. And before you change how you feel about yourself or what you do based on other people's opinions, just make sure that first off, it feels aligned with you, and that their opinion of you is also coming from the right place.
You're going to attract to you everything that you require to manifest the idea in your mind. Thoughts will come to you. It's your intuition that picks them up and then act on them. And just because you've never gone there before, you've never done it before, that's okay.
I love this because When we want something, first we have to get clear on what it is that we want. And then oftentimes we'll get the intuition on how to move forward on it. And we often talk ourselves out of it, but you need to talk yourself into it. That's what's also going to help you attract what it is that you want. And that's essentially universal intelligence speaking to you.
This is where courage comes in. This is where awareness and wisdom comes in. See, intuition is the mental faculty. Go back to our slide here for a moment, Scott. Intuition is here in our conscious mind. It's one of our intellectual factors. We have perception, the will, reason, imagination, memory, and intuition. Right here. We have perception, the will, reason, imagination, memory, and intuition.
Perception, will, reason, intuition, memory, imagination. Those are things that I definitely want to teach my kids. Because, we learn so much random information in school, and then how much do we actually use out of it? Oftentimes very small amount. I feel like school is really useful for like social situations, like getting used to working with other people, meeting deadlines, that type of thing. But one of the most powerful things that I've learned about the mind is what's on this list, understanding perception, will, reason. So when information comes in, you know how to look at it a different way. You also know how to think about what it is that you want to create in the future, and then use your perception, your reasoning, everything like that to help you see how you can make it real and how you can go after it and figuring out that game plan.
Right here. Now, intuition is that mental faculty on a conscious level. We pick up thoughts that are flying our way. They're flying our way. What are they? It's energy that's in harmony with you. You've got on the frequency of this good that you desire. And you're going to start attracting. And that's what Kierkegaard said. We got to start listening. We listen with our emotions. Let's pay attention to what's coming our way.
You may already know about Bob Proctor's.
So essentially what he was saying was accessing universal intelligence means getting clear on what it is that you want, getting into the energy of whatever that is so that you can be on that same frequency and you can attract it. How you'll attract it is by knowing what it is that you want and then listening for those little nudges. We all get those little nudges, those little whispers of do this, take this step, make this turn, whatever it is. When we're on that right energy, that's how we're going to hear the voices or the nudges that are in alignment with it. So really important to stay in that energy. So love Bob's videos. Definitely recommend you go check out his stuff. It's definitely life-changing. And thanks so much for watching my first reaction video. Let me know what you thought of this video, of anything that I reacted on it, or if there's other reaction videos that you want me to do below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, if you are wanting to learn how to become a six-figure coach, then definitely check out the link in the description below and head to my free masterclass where I teach you the 5 shifts of a six-figure coach.